Imagine if nearly half of all cancer cases could be prevented not with a miracle pill, but with what you choose to eat every day. The answer isn't locked in a lab. It's sitting right on your dinner plate. Hello and welcome. It's wonderful to have you here. Today, we're talking about something that affects every family at some point. Our health and the small, daily choices that quietly shape our future. You've probably heard the word cancer and felt that uneasy flutter in your chest. It's a big, scary word, and it's true. About 4 in 10 of us may face it during our lifetime. Some of that risk comes from the genes we're born with. But here's the hopeful news. Research from the American Cancer Society, the World Health Organization, and the National Cancer Institute shows that up to 40% of cancers are preventable. Simple pie chart with 40% slice labeled preventable. That's almost half. And one of the most powerful tools for prevention isn't found in a hospital. It's right in your kitchen. We can't change our DNA, but we can influence how those genes behave. Think of your genes as light bulbs. Your diet and lifestyle are the dimmer switch. You can brighten or dim your risk through the choices you make every day. This video isn't medical advice, it's a science-based look at how food choices can either protect or harm your body, explained in plain language. Let's explore it together. Part 1: The cancer cell's shopping list. Every case of cancer begins with a single normal cell that goes rogue. A tiny glitch in its DNA. Normally, your immune system finds and destroys it. But sometimes, that damaged cell finds the right conditions to grow. Scientists describe 4 main ingredients cancer cells need to thrive. Their shopping list. 1. Fuel. Their favorite? Sugar. Cancer cells burn sugar like an old car that leaks gas fast and inefficiently. Sugar cube. 2. Growth signals. Hormones like insulin tell cells to grow and divide. Too much insulin is like yelling multiply at the wrong crowd. Icon upward arrow. 3. Inflammation. Short bursts heal us, but chronic inflammation is like a fire that never dies out. It damages tissues and weakens our defenses. 4. A blood supply. As tumors grow, they demand their own food delivery route. New blood vessels to feed them. The twist? Many common foods unintentionally help with every one of these steps. But we can turn that story around with better choices. We can starve the bad cells and nourish the good ones. Part 2: Foods to be mindful of. This isn't about banning foods or feeling guilty. It's about awareness and balance. Aflatoxins. The hidden mold toxin. Aflatoxins are toxins made by certain molds that thrive in warm, humid environments, and they've been linked to liver cancer. The usual suspects are peanuts, tree nuts, and corn. Nuts themselves are incredibly healthy. The risk comes from storage conditions. Here's how to keep them safe. Buy smart. Choose brands that mention sourcing and quality control. Look closely. Toss nuts that smell musty or look shriveled. Stay fresh. Use them within a couple of months. Roast or refrigerate them to extend freshness. Roasting can actually reduce aflatoxin levels. And remember, toxins can pass through the food chain if cows eat contaminated feed. Traces can appear in milk. Stick to regulated, reputable sources. Awareness protects you far more effectively than fear ever will. Sugar and refined carbs. The sweet setup. Cancer cells are sugar junkies. Scientists call this the Warburg effect. Even with oxygen, these cells prefer burning sugar fast and sloppy. When you eat refined carbs, soda, candy, pastries, white bread, your blood sugar spikes, and your body releases insulin to bring it down. Insulin, however, is also a growth signal. Some cancer cells have up to 6 times more insulin receptors than normal cells. They soak it up, so you're giving them both fuel and a green light to multiply. Solution? Choose foods that release sugar slowly. Whole grains, beans, fruits, vegetables. And if you're a daily soda drinker, switching to water or sparkling water may be the single biggest health win you ever make. Processed and red meat. The meat of the matter. You've seen the headlines. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, and deli cuts are officially classified by the World Health Organization as carcinogenic to humans. That doesn't mean bacon equals cigarettes. It means the evidence of a link is solid. Here's why. Preservatives like nitrites can form nitrosamines in your stomach, chemicals that damage DNA. High heat cooking, grilling, frying, barbecuing creates compounds, HCAs and PARs that can also harm cells. But context matters. Meat itself isn't evil, it's about how much and what else is on your plate. Balance is the tip. Save processed meats for rare treats. Limit red meat to 3 small servings a week, about a deck of cards each. Pile the rest of your plate with fiber-rich plants. Alcohol, the hard truth. This one's uncomfortable but crucial. Alcohol is a group 1 carcinogen, proven to cause cancers of the mouth, throat, liver, and breast. When your body breaks alcohol down, it produces acetaldehyde, a toxic compound that directly damages DNA and blocks repair. It also strips your body of nutrients like folate that protect your cells. Guidelines from the American Cancer Society. The safest option is not to drink. If you do, limit it to 1 drink per day for women, 2 for men. It's not about judgment, it's about clarity and informed choice. Part 3: The Power of Protection. Now for the good stuff, foods that fight back. If there's one superhero in this story, it's fiber. 13% lower cancer risk. People who eat more fiber have significantly lower risk of several cancers, especially colon cancer. A large analysis found about a 13% lower cancer death rate among high-fiber eaters. Why it works? It crowds out junk you fill up on better foods. It helps control weight. It speeds up digestion, giving potential carcinogens less time to linger. It feeds good gut bacteria, which produce anti-inflammatory compounds like butyrate. You're not just feeding yourself, you're feeding your microscopic bodyguards. Where to find it? Beans, lentils, whole grains, colorful veggies, fruits with skin. Don't count grams, just make sure something plant-based lands on every plate. Part 4: Building your protective plate. Let's make this visual. Imagine your dinner plate. Half vegetables, colorful, crunchy, alive with nutrients. 1/4 healthy carbs like quinoa, brown rice, or sweet potato. 1/4 lean protein, fish, chicken, or beans. That's your protective plate. Simple, flexible, sustainable. Check nuts and grains for freshness. Cut down on sugar and refined carbs. Limit processed and red meat. Keep alcohol minimal or none. Load up on fiber-rich plant foods. Healthy living isn't about perfection, it's about small, consistent choices that add up. Every meal is a message to your body you matter. Thank you for spending time with me today. Stay curious, stay well, and remember, your fork is one of the most powerful tools for health you'll ever hold. If this video helped you, please give it a like, it really supports the channel. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, science-based videos on health and longevity. I'd also love to know, where are you watching from? Share your city or country in the comments below so we can see how far our healthy community reaches. Disclaimer: this information is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional for any health concerns or before making major dietary changes. Data sourced from the World Health Organization, American Cancer Society, and the National Cancer Institute. Thank you for watching.